Hello everybody and welcome to today's Pilates Strength class. I have a lot of different weights out, so whatever you have, go ahead and grab. I also have my resistance band out, so if you want to grab a resistance band, go ahead and do that. We will start down on the mat. We'll take our 4 deep breaths just to center ourselves, so when you are ready, find your way down. Take a big roll of the shoulders to open up through the chest, relaxing the shoulders down and back. Inhale through your nose, fill the body up with air, expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. Exhale out, let all of that air go. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Reach your arms out to T, fingertips towards the sides of the room. Shift up and over towards the right, right side down, left arm reaches up and over. Exhale, press yourself up through center and take that left hand down, reach the right arm up and over. 3 more on each side, up and over to the right, and I am mirroring you. If that throws you off, you just do what I say, right then left, and come up through center for 2, up and over to the right, relax the shoulders. Bending into the elbow of the forearm that's coming down. 1 more time, over to the right. And over to the left. Take it up and over to the right. Hold it right here. A little bend into the right elbow, dropping the shoulder. We circle the left arm. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 3, 2, and 1, and take it up and over to the left. Circle the right. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up through center and pop up into a tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread your fingertips out wide. Tuck your toes under and press your hips towards your heels. Inhale, pull forward and arch your back. So it's kind of a cat-cow. Press the hips back and pull forward, arch the back. If that feels like too much of a stretch on the toes, you can untuck your toes, tops of the feet down. For me right now, I've got something going on in my ankle and it's just not feeling 100%. So if I'm doing something different today or being weird, that's just it. You know, it's me, it's the normal thing. Just being weird. 1 more time, press back, pull forward, arch the back. Good. If your toes are not tucked, tuck them under, press the hips up and back and pedal out through the feet, bending 1 knee, pulling that heel up and switching through center and switch and switch, switch and switch just for 3, switch, switch for 2, switch, 1 more. Lift both heels, try to push both heels down towards the mat. Walk your hands in towards your feet, soft bend into the knees. Stack up through your spine, rolling up inch by inch, piece by piece, shoulders on top of hips. Crown of the head lifts up. Now, once you get all the way up to stand, we're making our way towards the center of the mat. I'm walking you through our first circuit. Each exercise we're doing about 45 seconds, and we're using our band for this first circuit. The band will stay right around the legs, about 1 inch or so above the ankles. Exercise 1, we're taking a side step from side to side. Push out, pull in, push out, pull in. This is exercise 1. Exercise 2, we stand up tall, soft tuck of the tailbone. We'll do a press back with 1 leg and pull in, press back and pull in, back and in, back and in. Really trying to use the glute to press back. Exercise 3, we'll make a quick transition down to our mat, and we're doing push-ups. I'll show you how I'm going to talk you through them. You'll bend to lower, drop the knees and press up. If you'd rather take the push-ups on your knees the whole time, you can definitely do that. But the way we're moving through it is really a progression up from on the knees. If you feel like you can do them on the toes the whole time, I want you to try that. Each exercise we're in 45 seconds. We repeat it 3 times through, and it's a quick transition from exercise to exercise, okay? We're starting up on the feet. We have about 10 seconds until my timer goes off, so get your band set up. Set yourself up right about in the center of your mat. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little tuck of the tailbone, step out with the left, pull in, step out with the right, pull in. Push out into the band and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. We're pressing out through the outside of the hip. And the outer thighs outside of the hips are probably already fired up if you took yesterday's class. How are we feeling after yesterday, everybody? Dynamic reformer on the mat. It always hits, am I right? Always hits. But man, I was like struggling through that class hard. Push out and in, out and in. As we step side to side, I don't want to see a bounce, right? Although that would be so fun. It's a controlled step out and pull in. We're here 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Quick transition. We alternate pressing back and pulling in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the tailbone, soft bend in the knee. Push back, pull in, push back, and in, push back, and in. I was just going to have us stick on one side, but because we're in 45-second intervals in this first round, I don't like to break up an odd number. It would just throw me. Okay, so we're opening up at the front of the hip, pressing back into the glute, driving back with the heel. And press back, pull in, press back. It's tiny, back and in, back and in. It's tiny, but the butt is getting fired up. We're here 3, 2, and 1. Okay, make your way down to your mat. Quick transition. Find your plank for push-ups in 3, 2, and 1. Up on the toes, bend the elbows, drop to the knees, and push away. Lift up, bend the elbows, drop to the knees, push away. Alternatives, you're on the knees, dropping and pressing, or you're up on the toes and taking the full set from right here. Not to impose my personal goals on you, but I'm really trying to work on my push-ups. So here we are. Here we are doing them in a class so that I'm forced to work on them right alongside you. And lift, bend, drop the knees, and lift. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way back in, and we take it from the top for round 2. In 3, 2, and 1. Little bend into the knees, step out and pull in, out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. And because we're not getting active recovery with arms and abs this week, I'm going to make our Pilates section at the end of class a little bit more active recovery-esque. Okay, just a little bit more active recovery-esque, so it won't be anything too wild. And because we've got a live class coming up on Friday, it won't be anything crazy. And as always, if this is the first time taking Pilates Strength with me, you can separate this class into 2 parts, and I'll upload it as 2 parts as well. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Of course, if you're already taking this class, you know that, and you've seen it in the on-demand library. Little tuck of the tailbone, we alternate kicking back in 3, 2, and 1. Press back and pull in, push back and in. Gosh, I kind of feel like I could have grabbed onto my more medium tension band. Should I do it for the next round? You guys. Oh my God, am I getting stronger? Oh. Skirt. Gosh, not me setting the bar low and then realizing I could have done more. Wow. Usually I set the bar low for myself because I'm just like, I'm tired and I want this workout to be about you and not about me. But right now I'm like feeling on top of the world. Push-ups in 2 and 1. Make your way to the back of your mat. Bring it all the way down. Walk out to plank. Push up in 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the tailbone. Strong flex of the feet. We bend to lower. Drop the knees. Press away and lift. Bend the elbows to lower. Drop to the knees. Press away and lift. Bend and lower, drop and lift. Or you're on your knees, pushing up from right here.
Push-ups are always a work in progress, but honestly, I don't feel like I've made you do them in a while, so you're welcome. We've had a good break from push-ups and we're here, we're back. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. Okay, it's our last time moving through this, the same 3 exercises, and then we get a minute of rest. And we're on to the next. In 2 and 1, step out and in, out and in, out and in. See, it's on this one. I'm like, definitely I could have grabbed my medium band. And if you've been doing Pilates Strength with me for a long time, or just with me for a long time in general, you can probably go heavier than you think you can. You can do more, I know you can. You're getting stronger. You are. Step out with control. Your hips are staying on the same level. Out and in, out and in, out and in. We're here just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up. Alternating presses back through the legs in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We press it back and pull in. My balance was a little wonky on that one. Press back and pull in. Try to press into the entire foot on your stabilizing leg as you press back. So heel, ball of the foot, outside edge of the foot, and into the big toe. I like to think of my foot as a tripod, right? So your heel is the tip of the triangle of your tripod, outside edge of the foot, and the big toe are the other 2 points. And that will help to prevent you from rolling out onto the ankles if you know you tend to do that, or roll in on the ankles. We're here 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it back. We find our push-ups one more time. Bring it all the way down. Walk yourself out to plank. You have 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes, bend the elbows. Maybe you drop to the knees. Maybe you stay up on the toes. Lift, bend, lower, lift. Another good way to get through push-ups, especially if you're on the knees, is to push up, press away, and then go right into your child's pose and pull it forward. That just gives you a little bit of extra time between the reps to mentally reset and just, take it how you need to take it. If you want to push up and press back into your child's pose and just hold it there for a couple extra seconds, I'm all about it. That's what I would do too. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way back to child's pose and hold it right there, arms long. When you're ready, walk your hands in towards your knees. Bring yourself up to seated and we'll slide the band off of our feet. Let me talk you through our next circuit. Good news is we're laying down for this next circuit. Bad news is there is no bad news, just kidding. It's more of an upper body focus on this one. So exercise 1, we are doing alternating chest presses with alternating toe taps. So we'll start all the way down, legs in tabletop, weights pressing above your chest. We bend one side and push, bend and push, and then you'll tap one side and tap the other, okay? We go like that. Next exercise will be in a bridge. You can do 1 or 2 weights. You'll do a skull crusher, bending the elbows and pressing up, and then finding a bridge, okay? Exercise 3 is gonna be double leg stretch. You grab onto whatever weights you feel like is appropriate. I'm gonna try for my 5-pound weights. You'll pull everything in, inhale, reach everything out, exhale, curl everything in, okay? We're in each exercise about a minute. Okay, and I honestly, for my chest press, I'm gonna try and use my 20s. We'll head right in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes up, weights above the chest, knees are stacked above the hips. Let's pull down with the right side and push up, pull down with the left and push up, tap down through the right side and then through the left, okay? We go right and push, left and push, opening from the hip to tap the toes, opening from the hip to tap the toes. We bend and push, bend and push, tap and lift. Now you use whatever weights you feel like is appropriate for you. Typically I'd go for my 10-pounders in this whole class, but today I was just kind of feeling like I could do more, so we're doing more as I whack my reformer with my weight. Ouch. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything can come up. If you need to swap out your weights, you'll swap out your weights. So for me, I'm gonna grab onto my 10-pound weights. I'm coming all the way down. 2 and 1. For me, weights up above my chest, bend the elbows, push the arms to straight, press into the heels, lift the hips. Lower the hips, bend the elbows, push to straight, lift, and lower. When you bend at the elbow, try to keep your elbows stacked right on top of your shoulder. So you're pulling back, pressing up, lifting the hips, and taking it down. Inhale, exhale. Ooh, I really tried to make this class pretty full body, so it'll be just that. It won't be like too heavy upper body or too heavy lower body. Okay, we've got about 12 more seconds right in this exercise. Then you'll grab onto really whatever weight you feel like is appropriate for double leg stretch in 2 and 1. Everything comes down. I told you I was gonna try my 5-pounders, and I am in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull knees to your chest, hands to your shins. Inhale, everything reaches out. Exhale, circle the arms around and in, pull knees to nose. Inhale, everything out. Exhale, everything in. Yeah, 5 pounds was kind of bold. And everything in. And everything out. Pull everything in. And your head can come down at any point on double leg stretch if you feel like it's a little bit much. Just keep the head down. And out. Pull it in. Reach it out, finding length from the fingertips all the way down to the toes, opening up from the hip. Whoo! Okay, we bring it in and out. Pull in. Reach out. You take a break whenever you feel like you need to. There's no need to push through. And reach and pull. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on up. If you need to change out your weights, you change out your weights. We go back down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's start on the left side this time. Chest press left, chest press right, lower the left, and lower the right. As you take your chest press, you're pulling your elbow to a 45-degree angle. It's not going straight out in line with your shoulder, a little bit angled in, and that will help you so you don't feel this all up in your neck and in your traps. And lift, and bend, and bend. Tap, opening from the hip, and tap. Okay, it's about 10 more seconds. So maybe we can get in one more full rep. Maybe it's about half a rep. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything can come up, or you can stay right there. Feet come down. Whoo! Skull crusher to bridge in 3, 2, and 1. Feet about hips distance. Weights up over the chest. Bend the elbows. Push the arms to straight. Press into the heels. Lift the hips. Lower the hips. Bend the elbows. Push it up. Lift the hips. And lower the hips. Now, if you were really feeling good here and you felt like your brain could handle it, you can combine these two movements as you bend the elbows. Maybe you lift the hips coming up to bridge. As you press the arms to straight, maybe you lower the hips down to the mat. And you'll just keep moving through that however you feel like you need to move through it. For me, I just need a second. I feel like I tell you guys every time I film Pilates Strength that it's the class that I put off the most because it's always just the hardest for me. We're here for, almost 5. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. We move into double leg stretch with whatever weights you feel like is appropriate. I'm going to try my 3-pounders on this one for 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Inhale, arms and legs reach out. Exhale, everything curls in. Inhale, everything reaches out. Curl it in. Reach out long. And abs pull you in. Whew, head can stay down for sure. It was the 20 pounds for the chest press. That just completely ruined everything for me. Inhale out and exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach it out and exhale, bring it in. It's like even the 3-pound weights, they're, everything is hard. I'm just having a hard day, I guess. We're here 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, right back in, final round on this circuit, and then we get to come all the way up to stand. All right, you've got 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down, knees above the hips. Try to press the low back into the mat. We can chest press right, chest press left. Lower the right leg and lower the left leg. Bend and push. Whew. I have to say though, like a chest press like this is something that makes me feel like the most powerful version of myself. Like right now I'm like, oh my gosh, I can chest press 20 pounds in one hand. Like, damn, I feel like a badass. I could probably push a car off of me if it somehow, was on top of me. I don't know. Anyone ever have those kind of thoughts? We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm like, did it just get really weird all of a sudden? What did I do? We take it back down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet, hips distance. I'm going to combine the movement from the start. Bend the elbows, lift the hips, push the arms to straight, lower the hips. And that just made it a lot harder for me. Bend the elbows, lift the hips, lower the hips, and reach. Bend and lift, lower the hips, and reach. You take this with whatever weight choice you feel like is appropriate. And you can always go 1, 2 dumbbells. You can always do this body weight as well. If you just bend the elbows, palms towards the ceiling, lift the hips, push the arms up, lower the hips down. Bend and reach. All right, it's 10 more seconds here. We do double leg stretch and then we're out of circuit 2. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whatever weight choice you feel like is right for you. For me, it's going to be no weights because my 3-pounders are too far away. 3, 2, and 1. Curl the knees in towards your chest. Curl up through head, neck, and shoulders, reaching the hands towards the shins or the ankles. Inhale, everything goes out. Exhale, everything comes in. Inhale, reach out, and exhale, pull in. Reach out, find length through the front of the body. Exhale, curl in, almost compressing the body. Inhale out. I feel like compress feels a little bit negative, like that's not what we want to do. But here you do kind of want to compress and curl in. Become a nice tiny ball. Like a ball of yarn. Inhale and exhale. Inhale out. Woo, and your head can come down at any point, so don't hesitate to take that option. It's 10 more seconds, just about. Can you do maybe 3 more? It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes down. Take a moment. Whew. Okay, we are coming up to stand for circuit 3, so you take a second, I'll give you a minute, and then we'll walk it through circuit 3. Okay, for circuit 3, again, it's 3 exercises, 3 times through. I'm gonna demonstrate, I think, right now with my 10-pound weights. We're holding onto weights the whole time, moving through a lunge, a deadlift, and a squat. Exercise 1, we'll do a reverse lunge. So we step back with the right foot, we curl and press with the left arm, and then stand all the way up and reverse it. Curl and press. Okay, exercise 2, feet about hips distance. We do a deadlift, and at the bottom, you row the weights in, reach down, and stand all the way up. Exercise 3, feet out wider than the hips, toes out, heels in. Weights will come right in front of your hips. Sumo squat. You'll stand up, flip the palms, bicep curl. Okay, and I'll walk you through all 3 of those exercises every single time. I'm gonna try and do 20 pounds. Do you think I can do it? I think I can. We're just gonna go for it, all right? That feels like it's been about a minute, so we'll head right in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up, weights in your hands. Right foot steps back. We curl and press with the left arm, and bring it down, press into your left heel back up to stand. Now the left foot steps back. We take the right arm, you curl, you push up overhead, pull it down, your weight comes back by your hip, and you press into that front heel, come back up to stand. Lower. And stand. It's the front heel that helps to bring us up. So think less about pushing off of that back foot and more about anchoring into the front heel to use your glutes and your hamstrings to bring you all the way up. Yeah, 20 pounds is something I know I can go overhead, but it's a different story when I start to press it and teach at the same time. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes up, feet about hips distance apart, all 10 toes forward. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Tuck the tailbone. It's 2 and 1. You send your hips back, sliding your weights down the front of your legs. Once you get to the bottom, maybe you have to retuck the tailbone. Pull weights towards the hips, elbows back. Reach your weights down. Press into the heels, back up to stand. We push the hips back. Slide the weights down, row, and press into the heels and stand. We send it back. And all the way up. And we go back. Press into the heels and back up. As you're going down and sending your hips back, I want you looking down but a little bit forward. I know you want to look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It will put your neck in a really weird position. We're here 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I know I can't curl 20 pounds, so I'm going to my 10-pound weights. Sumo squat, bicep curl in 3, 2, and 1, toes out, heels in, weights right in front of the hips. We hinge at the hips as we lower down to squat. Press into your heels, stand all the way up, flip the palms, bicep curl. And release, rotate the palms in, send things down and back, push into the heels, palms out, and curl. Release, send it down, press up, curl, release. I'll show you that from the side as well. Same kind of idea as like our deadlift, kind of. We send the hips back, but now we bend pretty deeply into the knees. And it's a little bit different than our wide plie squat, like what we worked on in our standing class on Monday. We did a good chunk of wide squats like this, but when we're squatting like we did on Monday, it's more of a flat back squat, hips going straight down. Here the hips are going down, but also back. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it from the top. Choose whatever weights you feel like are appropriate for you. I'm going to go back to my 20 pounds. Okay, we have 3, 2, and 1. Hold on to those weights. Let's step back with the right foot. Pull that left hand up. Push up overhead with control. Bring it down and release your hand by your hip, pressing into your left heel up to stand. Left foot goes back, right arm curls and pushes, pulls in to release, press into the heel back up to stand. Hips and shoulders are squared off to the wall or whatever's right in front of you. Especially as you take that press up overhead. Depending on what kind of weight you're using, your body might be kind of slinging around a little bit. And release, press up. This is probably the last one. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Take a second. Okay, deadlift and row in 3, 2, and 1. Whoo! Feet hips distance, all 10 toes forward. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Whoo! Close the rib cage. Send your hips down and back. Sliding the weights down. Bend the elbows. Think about pulling your weights towards your hips, reaching the arms out, and then pressing into the heels back up to stand. We send it back. Row, release, and press into the heels back up. And you keep moving from there, sliding the weights down the front of your legs. Whew. Pull the elbows back, weights towards the hips. Slide the weights down, press into your heels, push the floor away from you to stand all the way up. And send it back, slide the weights down. And up. Okay, yeah, it was the 20 pounds that really just kind of changed this for me. We're here for 2 and 1. Everything comes up. Okay, I'm going to go down and weight just a little bit. Sumo squat, bicep curl in 3, 2, and 1. Feet wide, toes out, heels in. Weights at the front of the hips. We slide down and back. Stand up, flip the palms, curl, and release. And take it down and back. Press into the heels, flip the palms, curl. Now I will say this, I think I said something similar to this at the top. Usually when I'm filming workouts, like, it's not my workout. It's not about me. Doesn't matter what weights I choose. Like, it's about you. It's about getting you through this class. I have to be honest though, like selfishly, today I was like, I need to move and we're gonna film Pilates Strength because I need to move and that's what I wanna do today. So I kind of came into this class like guns blazing. I was ready to do the most. So if you're also feeling that way, great. I hope you're pushing a little bit. And if that's not the vibe today, that's okay. We're here for 2 and 1. Back from the top for our final round. Whew, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, we step back with the right foot, hold it there in your lunge, curl in, push up, shoulders level, pull the weight down, and release, press into that front heel all the way up to stand. And release, hips and shoulders stay square. And release. Whew. And release. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Take a second if you need to. Okay, we do our deadlift and row. 2 and 1. Heart rate is up. Oh my God. Okay, feet hips distance. Roll the shoulders up, back down. Tuck the tailbone. All right, we push the hips back, send the weights down. Pull back, weights towards the hips, reach it forward, press into the heels all the way to stand. We send it back, reach the hips back, 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 back. Row, release, press into your heels all the way up to stand. Take it down. And all the way up. And we send it back. Core tight, core tight. We should be able to feel low ab engagement here. We have 3, 2, 1. Everything comes up. Final exercise in this circuit. Then we get to do Pilates. We have 3, 2, and 1. Grab onto your weights. Feet wide, toes out, heels in. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Send it down to squat. Stand up, flip the palms, and curl. Release, down to squat. Press away from the floor, pushing into your heels. Release, and down. Up, curl in. And down. Up, curl in. Release. Oh man, I need this stretch. Here we go. Bend, press, curl in, release, take it down, bring it up, curl in, and release. We're here 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Carefully, safely, put your weights off to the side. Okay. Whew. Okay. And we're going to make it to the back edge of our mat, get right into our Pilates section. Feet about hips distance apart, press down into the heel, the big toe, the outside edge of the foot. Reach your arms up and around and then nod chin to chest, round up and over your invisible fence. Feet are on your side of the fence, fingertips are reaching to your neighbor's side of the fence. Hands come all the way down. Lift up onto the heels, or onto the toes, lifting the heels. Push the left heel down, bend into the right knee, and lift up through that right heel. And switch, kind of like what we did at the start. You'll switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Just for 2. And 1 more. Both heels can press down. Start to walk your hands out. You can find a plank or you can go right into finding your tabletop position. Oh my gosh, if you found a plank, pull your knees in so that you do find your tabletop, and then reach your hips all the way back to your heels. Arms long in front of you. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. And exhale. Good. To come out of your child's pose, walk your hands over towards the right edge of your mat. Bring yourself up and angled over towards the right. Knees come together and you'll take a seat flipping over, legs out in front of you. Open your feet up about mat's distance. Arms in front of you for the roll up. You draw in from the belly button, curve your spine, drag the heels, bring it all the way down. Arms will reach back overhead, biceps in line with the ears. Lift your arms back up, tuck chin to chest, flex the feet, roll up, 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 up. And reach over. Now let's hold this curve, articulate down, low back, mid back, upper back, arms back. Arms lift, tuck chin to chest, all the way up. And all the way down. Whew, I feel the sweat trickling down my chest. Oh. One more time. We take it all the way down. Oh. And then all the way back up. Round up and over. Now inhale, rebuild your spine, sit up tall. We'll go right into spine stretch. At the top, you inhale, exhale. We tuck chin to chest. You round forward, sliding your arms forward, forward, forward. And all the way back up. And we round forward. And bring it up. For 2, round. And bring it up. One more time, round. And bring it up. Good. Bring your hands down by your sides. If you've found yourself really close to that edge of your mat, scoot forward just a little bit. We'll just take it all the way down onto our mat. If you have your band somewhere nearby, grab onto it. Take your band into your left hand and reach the left leg up, putting the band over the arch. You can do an underhand grip of the band with your left hand or overhand. It doesn't really matter, just whatever feels more comfortable. Oh my gosh, right arm down by your side, flex that right foot. We do our one leg circle, cross over towards the right, press down into the band as you circle down around and lift it back up and cross, open, up and around. Oh my gosh, for 2. And 1 more, press out into the band, but also pull back into the band. 1 more, or not 1 more, sorry, reverse. And open, press down into the band, reaching away from you and come back up for 2. Open, cross, up and around. 1 more, open, cross down, up and around. Now hold the left leg up above the hip. Both hands come into the band, underhand grip. So your palms are facing you. We'll point the toe, pushing away from the band, and flex the foot, pulling the foot closer to you. Big stretch to the calf and the hamstring. Again, we point the toe and flex the foot. Point the toe and flex the foot. Point the toe. And flex the foot. 1 more time. Point and flex. Now, can you pull your left leg in a little bit closer to you, maybe bending into the elbows? Reach the left leg away from you. Tuck chin to chest as you keep reaching that left leg away. Roll all the way up. Bend the knee when you're up and seated. Now extend the legs forward. Try and pull your leg towards your forehead as you round the spine and roll all the way down. Pull that left leg towards you at the bottom. Now press away, tuck chin to chest, keep pushing into the band, come all the way up and bend the knee. Once you're in seated, reach the leg up, round the spine, forehead to knee, and we roll all the way down. Pull that leg in at the bottom. Can you get it in any closer to you? Push away, tuck chin to chest, roll all the way up. And reach up, round, and all the way down. Now, once you get all the way down, your right hand comes to the inside of the band, left hand down by your side. Let's cross the left leg over towards the right. And open the left leg up out to the left. And you can keep holding onto the band, press out into the band with your foot to open up. And again, we cross it over. And we press into the band and open up. 1 more time. We cross it over. And we'll open up. Everything comes back in. Slide your left foot out of the band, lower your left leg down. Now the right leg comes up, and we'll do that all again on this side. Now you can hold on to the band with your right hand. Left arm comes down by your side. Press into the band with that right foot, and we do our 1 leg circle, crossing the right leg over towards the left, circling down and exhaling to come up and around. We're staying active through the left leg, even though it's not necessarily working. I put that in quotations. You're flexing your foot, you're heavy through that back leg. And although it's not moving, it's still working to stay stable. 1 more in this direction, cross down, open up and around, and we reverse the circle. Open to the right, cross the center line to lift up and around, and open. Press into that band, cross down, around and up for 2. And 1 more. We take the right leg up above the hip. You can hold onto the band with both hands or just one if that felt better. Point the toe to press the band away from you and flex the foot, pulling the toes towards the shin, pushing the heel up and point. Reach away. Flex your foot and bring it in. Point and reach. Flex and pull. One more time. Point and reach. Flex and pull. And we take it into climb a tree. You can go between a point and a flex. Curl up, chin to chest. Start to reach the leg away from you as you roll up, 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 up. Bending the knee at the top. You're all the way in seated, shoulders on top of the hips. Now reach that right leg up. Curl in as you reach forehead to knee and roll all the way down onto your mat. Can you pull your right leg in a little bit closer? The answer might be no, and that's fine. Push away with the right leg. Curl your chin to your chest. Come all the way up and bend the knee and bring it home. Extend up, round in, and roll it down. The band is acting as an extension of the leg. If you don't have a band, like a kitchen towel or just a towel, a hand towel around your the arch of your foot is a really good alternative. Or even doing this with a magic circle. It's really nice. A lot of you have done that with me before, but if you haven't, that's a good option. Forehead to knee, we roll all the way down. Now, once you get all the way down, you stay there. Left hand to the band, overhand grip. Right hand down by your side, cross over towards the left. Press into the band and open up to the right. And cross the center line, reach over towards the left. Ouch, my inner thigh on this side feels like very different than the first side. I took a class the other day where they used the magic circle like the whole time. So I'm hurting a little bit through the inner thigh. Okay, open up, keep pressing into the band, reaching to the right side of the room. Okay, everything comes up. Let's take the band off of the right foot and lower the right leg down. Bring yourself all the way up to seated. Open the feet up about mat's distance, arms to T for saw. Twist to the left, hinge at the hips, reaching the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Now, can you reach a little bit further? Reach a little bit further. Reach one more time a little bit further. And big exhale, come all the way up, untwist, and take it to the right. Hinge and reach further, 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 and all the way up. Man, do I feel tight through my upper back today. Over to the left, hinge and reach. Reach again, reach one more time, and come all the way up. Hinge and reach further, further, further. And all the way up. 2 more times. Over to the left. Reach, 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 and up. Into the right. Reach, 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 and up. And all the way up. Ooh, arms come down, bring your legs together, bend your knees to scoot your hips forward towards your feet. Take your thumbs to the insides of your ankles, hands to the outsides of your ankles, and curl back through the spine so you're balancing on the sits bones. Hover the feet off of your mat. Take your left leg and extend it forward as you press the chest to straight. You're trying to press the chest toward your leg. We pull that left leg back in. You can curve the spine, look in towards the belly button. Same movement on the right. You extend up, press the chest, pull down and curl in. One more time each side. Press up, reach, 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 and bring it up. Press up through the right and bring it in. Now we press up with both legs. Press the chest forward, pushing the hands into the legs into the hands, relaxing the shoulders. Bring your legs all the way together. Take your hands away from your ankles. Legs stay straight. You roll all the way down to your mat. Hands come down by your sides, head and shoulders down. Keeping your heels together, toes apart. We circle left, down, right, center. We go right, down, left, center. Again, to the left, down, right, center to the right, down, up, and center for 2, right, down, up, and right, and up. One more time to the left, down, right, center, whoo, and center. Now bend your knees, keeping ankles, knees, and inner thighs connected. Reach your arms out to T. Like, why do I have all of my weights right around here right when I need to do that? Press the backs of the shoulders into the mat. Inhale to drop the knees over towards the left, letting the right hip lift, but continuing to press down into that right shoulder. Exhale, everything comes up through center. Inhale, we bring the knees over towards the right. Left hip lifts, left shoulder, left hand, stay pressing down. And exhale, you'll bring it up. And again, we go over to the left and up. And over to the right. And up. Go ahead and pause through center. Extend the legs up. And now take the legs over towards the right. If that feels like too much, go back and bend your knees. Exhale, come up through center. Inhale, we go over to the right. And exhale, we bring it through center. And we go left. And take it to the right. One more time each way to the left. And exhale up. And to the right. Lower your legs all the way down. Take your left hand or left arm and reach the left arm back, bicep in line with the ear. Bend into your right knee and plant the right foot down. Now push into your right foot to roll over to your straight arm, which is your left arm. Arms are going straight out in front of you. Your legs are reaching back. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Lift the left arm and the right leg, lifting the head and the chest just a little bit. Exhale, everything comes back down. Inhale, we slide the arm and the hip away as we reach and lift on the other side. Right arm, left leg, and everything comes back down. Again, we go left arm and right leg. Everything down. Right arm and left leg. And everything down. One more time each side. Slide out and reach. And slide out and reach. Good. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, lifting the elbows away from the mat, pulling the shoulders down away from the ears. Can you bring your heels together, toes apart? It's a question. Can you? You don't have to. Brush your nose away from you, lifting the head, lifting the chest, pushing down into the hands, just seeing how high you can comfortably go. And exhale, we take it all the way back down. Again, we brush the nose away. And all the way down. Again, brush the nose away. And lower. One more time, brush away. Oh, good. Okay, bring your forearms in front of you and press down into the forearms to lift the head, lift the chest just a little bit. Take your right leg, bend the knee, pull the heel towards the hip. Now flex your foot, pull in, point your toe, pull in, flex your foot, pull in, point the toe and release. Pull that left side in, flex and pull, point and pull, flex and pull, point, release. Bend the right knee. It's a little pulse to flex, pulse to point, pulse to flex, point and reach. Pull in with the left, flex, point, flex, release. Pull in, flex, point, flex, release. And flex, point, flex, release. It doesn't have to be perfect. Pull in, flex, point, flex, release. Pull in, flex, point, flex. It's that foot. I can't do it. Pull in, flex, point, flex, release. It's really hard to do. Point, flex, release. Good. Bring your forehead down to the back of your hands. Take a second and breathe. Press into the front of your hips. Lift your legs. Point the toes. Start to kick, 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 kick. Steady, even breathing. We stay here 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the legs lifted. Can you flex your feet? Take those same kicks. Pushing up through the heel. Kick, 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 kick. We stay here 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up and reach your hips towards your heels, finding your child's pose, really rounding through the spine, breathing into the low back, curving and finding space. When you're ready, bring it up into a tabletop position, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Reach across to the right corner of your mat with your left hand and pull down. Press yourself back up and reach across with the right side. And bring it in, reach across with the left. Up and in, reach across with the right. Up and in, one more time, across with the left. And across with the right. Bring it in, both hands down, tuck your toes, hover the knees, press your hips up and back to down dog. Walk your hands in towards your feet, press down into your heels, and rebuild your spine as you roll and come all the way up to stand. Shoulders on top of hips, crown of the head lifts up. Once you're all the way up in standing, good news is you get to stay there. Take any other additional stretches or movements that you feel like you need. Whatever makes this class feel complete for you, now is your time. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you back here for our next class.